Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is Ariful Islam Khan, lecturer, Department of English, Milestone College. Hope all are spending good time. Today I am going to talk about a very important topic, narration. Let's clarify the first topic. What do we understand by this topic? Narration. We can say like this: the utterance or sentence that a speaker says is called speech or narration. We may narrate the speech of a speaker in two ways. In the first way, we may directly quote speaker's actual words. This is called direct speech or direct narration. Since we do not make any change to the speech of a speaker at the time of saying it. On the other hand, we may narrate the speech without directly quoting his or her, speaker actual words. This is called indirect speech or indirect narration. Since we make changes to the speech of the speaker at the time of reporting it, in such a way, we may narrate someone's speech in two ways. Now, see the example of direct narration. Raghib said, "I am very busy now." On the other hand, I have mentioned the indirect speech of that sentence. Raghib said that he was very busy then. In such a way, we can identify the direct and indirect speech. It will be notified to you that in direct speech we use inverted comma to mark off the exact words of the speaker. In indirect speech we do not do it. In the direct speech there are two basic parts. One is the part of reporting verb, the other is the part of reported speech. Here, in the example of direct speech given above, "I am very busy" is kept inside the inverted commas. So, "I am very busy," this sentence is the reported speech. On the other hand, the verb said is used by the Raghib to report his speech. That is why said is the reporting verb. So we can easily classify or we can easily separate two parts, the part of the reporting verb and the part of reported speech. Okay, now let's learn about person. Okay, we know there are three persons in English grammar: first person, second person and third person. We know first person will always follow the speaker of the speech. Whenever you will find first person in the reported speech, it will follow the speaker. Second person will follow the listener of that speech. And third person always will remain unchanged. Okay, see the example. Rajiv told me I will help you in finding him. In this sentence, Rajiv told me that here I has been changed into he. So we have put here he instead of I. Would help you. Here in the reported speech we have you. Now we have put here me because you will follow the object of reporting verb. Me. That's why we have put here me, and there is another person in the last part of the sentence, he. So this is included in third person singular number. That's why we won't change it. And this way we can easily change the persons of a sentence, reported speech. Now let's see some of the basic rules of narration. See the first one. If the reporting verb in the direct speech is in the present tense, present perfect tense or future tense, then the tense of the verb of the reported speech does not change. Only the persons will be changed. Let's see the examples. In the direct speech, we find she says, I am happy. So we can change this sentence, or we can change the speech like this. She says that she is happy. Here we didn't change the tense of the direct speech because the part of the reporting verb is in the present tense. So remember this rule properly. Now come to the next one. The tenses may not change if the statement is a universal truth. Here's the example. The teacher said the earth moves round the sun. So the earth moves round the sun. This sentence is an example of universal truth. That's why we won't change the tense of that sentences. We can write like this. The teacher said that the earth moves round the sun. In such a way, we'll change of this type of sentence. Okay, now let's see the other rules of changing narration. Okay, here I will show you some of shortcut ways how will you change a direct speech into indirect speech. I am not showing you the rules of tenses. I am showing you some auxiliary verbs. Whenever you will find this type of verbs in direct speech, you will directly change them how I am showing you. See the first one, whenever you will find am, is, are in reported speech, they will be changed into was or were according to the subjects. Likewise or similarly, we can change whenever you will find was or were in a sentence. In that case, they will be changed instead of had been. Okay, I mean was, were will be had been, have as will be had, shall will be would, can will be could. In the same way, may will be might, must will be had to, don't will be didn't, didn't will be hadn't, and present indefinite tense will be changed into past indefinite tense. Past indefinite tense will be changed into past perfect because these two types of sentence do not use as usually auxiliary verbs. That's why we couldn't mention like the earlier ones. So there are some more words we can change whenever we'll find them in reported speech in such a way. Whenever you will find now, it will be then. Whenever you will find here, it will be there. Ago will be before, thus will be so, today will be that day, tomorrow will be the next day, yesterday will be the day before or the previous day, last night will be the night before, these will be that, this will be those. Whenever you will find yes, we can change it like replied in the affirmative. Whenever you will find no, in that case you can change it like replied in the negative. Okay, these are the basic rules of narration. Now let's see some basic structures of sentence. Okay, here whenever you will find assertive sentence in the part of reported speech, it will accept the verb told that. Whenever you will find interrogative sentence in the part of reported speech, it will accept the verb asked, and later on we'll put if or WH question. Wherever you will find WH question will be same in their places. But whenever you find auxiliary verb in making questions, in that case we'll put a connector if. So whenever we'll find interrogative sentence in the part of reported speech, in that case we'll put the verb ask and then if or WH. Come to the next one, imperative sentence. Whenever you will find imperative sentence in the part of reported speech, in that case you will put the verb like told, suggested, ordered, requested, and then we'll put to and the base form of that verb, I mean the part of the reported speech. Now come to the optative sentence. Whenever you will find this type of sentences in the part of reported speech, in that case you will put the verb which that, prayed that, like this. Okay, last one, exclamatory sentence. In exclamatory sentence we put the expression like this: exclaimed with joy or exclaimed with sorrow. If the incident is the matter of joy, in that case we will use the expression exclaimed with joy. Whenever the incident is sorrowful, in that case we will use the expression like this: exclaimed with sorrow. Okay, these are the basic facts whenever we will change a sentence from direct to indirect sentence. Dear students, we have already completed some of the basic facts what we need in solving a passage of direct narration into indirect narration. We will implement these rules whenever we will solve a passage. Now I am going to show you a passage which is selected from the board question Kumila Board 2019. Here see the passage: why are you loitering here and there now? Are you in trouble? Said the school teacher. I am loitering because I have none to take care of me, said the boy. The school teacher said, do you feel hungry? Yes, I am very hungry now, said the boy. Dear students, you can easily find out the speaker of this passage and the listener of this passage. So we'll solve them sentence by sentence. Let's start. See the first two sentences. Why are you loitering here and there now? Are you in trouble? Said the school teacher. I mean, here we are watching two sentences together, and the speaker of these two sentences is one, the school teacher. So we can start like this: the school teacher asked the boy why he was loitering here and there then. So what are the changes? See, here I have put asked, and then I have put WH question. We have told earlier that whenever you will find WH question in the sentence of reported speech, in that case WH question will be same. So that's why I have put here why. Then I have put he. We are watching in the reported speech, the subject is you. Why I have put here he? You know, second person will follow the listener. If the school teacher says a sentence, then who will listen? The boy will listen. That's why you has been changed into he, as the listener is a third person, I mean the boy. That's why I have put here he. Then I have put was. Why? Because there I am watching that there is are. So we have learned earlier that whenever you will find am is are in the part of reported speech, in that case you will put was instead of am is are. That's why according to the subject we have put here was. The other part is the same here, loitering here and there then. So there is two questions. Are you in trouble? Whenever we will write this part, we can start like this: he also asked. As he has already asked another question, that's why we have started like this. He also asked him, I mean the boy, if he was in trouble. Where is the change? Here we have put if. Why? Because I have told you earlier that whenever a question is started with auxiliary verb like am is are, was were, have is, in that case we'll put the connector as if. Okay, that's why we have put here if. So we can change like this: he also asked him if he was in trouble. So it's very clear to you that you have understood this part of the passage very easily. Now come to the next part. I am loitering because I have none to take care of me. Who is the speaker of this sentence? We can easily find out. The boy told this part of this passage. So we can start like this: the boy replied that. Why replied that? Because earlier he was asked questions. That's why we can start like this. The boy replied that as he was replying the questions of what he was asked earlier. So this is the starting point. The boy replied that he was loitering. Okay, why we have put here he? Because we are watching that in the part of reported speech there is first person, I mean I has been changed into he because the speaker is third person. That's why we have put here he. Am has been changed into was loitering because I again has been changed into he, and then have had been changed into had, none to take care me. This part has been same. So this is the way we can change of this part of the passage. The boy replied that he was loitering because he had none to take care of him. So in such a way we can solve this part. Now come to the next part of the passage. The school teacher said, "Do you feel hungry?" Here school teacher again asked another question. So we can start like this. The school teacher asked him if he felt hungry. That is a fact. Notice it. Do you feel hungry? This is the question pattern. So in the reported speech we are finding question pattern, I mean interrogative sentence. That's why we have put here asked. Then we have put if, because this question has been started with auxiliary verb. That's why we have chosen the connector if. Then we have put he as second person is following the listener of that sentence. I mean the boy is the listener of this sentence. That's why we have put here he. And next we have changed feel into felt. Why? Because feel is the the part of this sentence is in the present tense, so we'll change them in past indefinite. That's why feel has been changed into felt, and hungry is the same here. So we can write the answer like this. The school teacher asked him if he felt hungry. Okay, now see the last part of this sentence. Yes, I am very hungry now, said the boy. So whenever you will find yes in the part of a reported speech, in that case we can change like this. The boy replied in the affirmative that he has been changed into was. He was very hungry then. Now has been changed into then. In such a way we can change a direct speech into indirect speech. I hope you are getting the points where we have changed. Now see the whole answer together. The school teacher asked the boy why he was loitering here and there. Then he also asked him if he was in trouble. The boy replied that he was loitering because he had none to take care of him. The school teacher asked him if he felt hungry. The boy replied in the affirmative that he was very hungry then. In such a way we can complete the whole passage together. And you see here I have put B. B will represent the boy. So in such a way you can also clarify the subjects. Here at the last part of this lecture I am expecting that you have easily understood all the rules and the passage also. Thank you very much for watching me. Allah Hafiz.